Hello, my name is Mike Axelrod. I'd like to take a second to introduce myself. I love fresh vegetables and fruits, and I always go to the supermarket where I buy cucumbers and tomatoes, cabbages and onions. I bring my onions home, I open them up, there's a black mold around them, some of them are going bad. I buy my mushrooms in containers, I open them up, there's a big fungus ball in the middle of them. My cucumbers pit after 1 or 2 days and go bad in my cucumbers. Cucumbers go bad in the refrigerator very quickly. My tomatoes, no flavor, they're green inside. But I pay a lot of money for this produce, and I throw probably 30 to 40% of it away. It just goes right outside to the animals, especially my apples, my oranges, my tangerines, my nectarines. I buy that stuff, it looks great, I get it home, I take a bite, it's terrible. So what I've decided to do is become independent for as much as my own produce as possible. It doesn't just include what I grow indoors. That's a big part of my aeroponic system, sustaining myself for the whole year. But also it's going to include what I do outside, which is fruit trees, blueberry bushes, blackberry, raspberries, strawberries, and I'm going to do a variety of fruit trees. Peaches, plums, nectarines, apples, pears, and I'm going to do 5, 6, 7 of each variety of tree, including the cherries and apricots and figs. And what I'm going to do during the winter, which I am now, I just ordered 60 fruit trees, I have them coming in. I am going to take them and I'm going to show you how you graft them. So in a couple of the trees, like I ordered 6 kinds of peaches. I'm going to have 6 different peach trees, but in one peach tree I ordered 2 of the same. And what I'm going to do with that duplicate tree, I'm going to take the 5 or 6 other types of peaches and maybe a few plums, and I'm going to experiment grafting trees. So in the future I go out and a particular tree will have a variety of fruits. I'm doing this with the peaches, I'm doing that with the plums, the cherries, the apples, the pears, the apricots, and the figs. So I will have one tree that is, let's say, a Granny Smith, but it will have delicious on it, it'll have stamens, it'll have wine saps, and all different kinds of apples. And I'm also going to show you how I make jellies and jams from that produce that I grow from a tree, and then mature it, how long it takes, and then I'm going to also preserve it using dehydrators and freezing, and also making, slushies and smoothies out of it. This here is my aeroponic system that I build out of gutter guard and 4-inch PVC pipe. The legs and everything have been drilled to take water. I have a main system running across the top that has a valve system where I can control the flow. As you can see, the plants are growing wild. This is day 45, I guess. And look at the size, look at the color of the leaves. Look how beautiful that is. And how everything is growing. My first crops, I planted too many things in the flower pots. If you like leafy salads and you want to get a lot of salad, and that's your main goal is eat a couple salads a day, that's the way to go. Plant 5, 10 seeds in every pot and get yourself a real thick crop. Eat it as babies, it's delicious, and you can farm out of it a couple of times and just regrow it. But I want more meaty things like string beans, like here's yard-long string beans that I'm growing, and peppers and cucumbers and watermelons, and cantaloupes and honeydews. And I'm growing all that stuff currently. I got my cantaloupes and honeydews here. I got my cucumbers and beans right now here. And they're running up the fence, and I'm going to put netting across the roof so they can run across the roof. So instead of walking through my plants on the floor, my plants will be up on the ceiling. I come down and just pick my cucumbers and my hanging baskets will hold my watermelons and cantaloupes if they get too big. And that's my goal. And I'm hoping you can watch me do it and achieve it. I have a new system going in over here that's a 4 55-gallon barrel system, and I'll be showing you how I do that. But my main goal is to grow tomatoes, peppers, melons, beans, cucumbers, and everything I eat on a daily basis. Red spinaches, everything that I love to eat, everything that I can grow down here all year long, so I can have fresh salads and good vegetables. I want to let you know it hasn't been easy, it's been hard. I am new to YouTube, and it's not easy doing a YouTube channel. You got to learn how to edit and do other things. I'm working on that, but I'm not there yet. But I feel like they're getting an idea of what I'm doing down here, and my main goal is just to show you my failures and my successes. I am having failures now with tomatoes. I'm probably going to put tomatoes into some kind of a soil or a ceramic bead and not keep them as wet as this aeroponic system is doing. And I'm also going to be doing and experimenting with rooting vegetables like onions, beets, radishes, carrots, and I want to see if I can learn how to grow those. It's something I haven't found much on the internet, so I'm going to have to find my own way. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, those types of things grow very well in aeroponics. I was building cabinet systems where water rains down the roots, and I would literally just open it up and pick my potatoes right out of hanging air on the roots. And I hope you learned something from it. I'm going to show you all my mistakes. I'm going to show you all the things I get right. I'm going to show you all the varieties that do well in an aeroponic system indoors. I'm going to show you about lighting, from metal halides to fluorescent to LED light. I use a little bit of everything, and I'll show you the difference in growth. My favorite though is metal halide. It makes it look like daylight, and the plants just grow astonishingly under them. And I'm going to talk about the nutrients, the fertilizers, how much I add, and when I add it. And I'm going to give you a whole breakdown of what works and what doesn't work. I've already had a couple failures. Some of my valves get clogged from debris getting into the system, so I put a filter system in to collect all small debris. There's been a couple other failures. My cucumbers aren't producing cucumbers yet. If they don't start producing soon, I'm going to get a different type of cucumber. I had cucumbers before in aeroponic systems a year ago in an experimental system that produced tons of cucumbers under the same situation. I'm not sure why I'm not getting cucumbers. I thank you for watching this, and I hope you can learn something, and I hope you also love produce like I do, and you just want to have something fresh and good in your refrigerator for your family, yourself, and especially your children. Here, you know what you're getting. You know what it is, you know what nutrients are put in it, what chemicals are sprayed in it, and by the way, there is no chemicals on this. The only thing I'm using is nutrients so that plants thrive with a trickle-down water system. I thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.